if you've ever been to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and you've seen our next guest. I'm not talking about Perseus, although he does have a striking resemblance to Perseus, I will say. I'm talking about Dan Rossi, the New York hot dog king who's been cooking up countless hot dogs to tourists and New Yorkers for over 20 years.
And he's here today to show us how to make the perfect hot dog, which I'm told doesn't involve ketchup, and to share his success story, which I'm getting head shakes from everyone. I know. So we're going to hear his success story, where you can read his memoir as well.
How did it all happen, Dan?
Well,
tell us.
Hello, hello.
It started by trade as a sheet metal worker.
Yeah.
And one of the men in the shop had a heart attack. Asked me to build him a cart because he was, you know, he was going to retire, sit out in front of his favorite bar and sell hot dogs. And by the time I finished it, he got better and he didn't want it. So I said, you know, I told my wife, you know, we're doing a hot dog. We went to sell it. We sold it in one day.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I said, you know, I'll build another one. I built another one. 10 years later, I had 500 on the street.
Oh my gosh.
We did it. It was one of those stories where we did it.
Blew up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Why'd you choose outside the Met?
Well, that's another one. In between my rise, you know, they had removed all the Vietnam vets from Midtown Manhattan as vendors. I'm a Vietnam vet.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome. I went and support them. In fact, I got them back. And the punishment was that they took away the permits that I had for my 500 card.
Oh my God.
So I ended up with nothing. I mean, really nothing. You know, we lost the house, we lost all that stuff. And middle of it, my wife gets a stroke. So that's the poor end of it, where we really went down.
So that's the rags to riches to less than rags. That's the title
less than rags. Yeah, that was less than rags.
Yeah.
And then another, there was a Vietnam vet who was selling in front of the Met. You know, he was selling T-shirts and stuff, and he called me. He says, Dan, these guys, they won't let me work. Knowing that I know the laws and everything, I went up there. And what they had done was they put a little vehicle on a spot. And I said, Steve, there's no big deal. We'll move you, you know. Right. And he said, and he was really PTSD. I mean, this guy spent 4 years in the hospital. Really had a hard time.
Yeah.
And he said, you don't get it. And right away, now it kicked in what they were doing to this poor guy.
Right.
Yeah.
But he left. He couldn't handle the pressure. And I'm sitting on the steps with my youngest daughter, Angela. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go start selling hot dogs. I mean, we had nothing. We actually, my wife and I were homeless. I said, I'm going to start selling hot dogs. And I borrowed a hot dog cart. And I pulled up in front of the Met. And I says, I'm not looking for World War III. So what I did was I went to 79, a few blocks down to 79th. I set up. As soon as I set up, there's the cops giving me a ticket. And I know I'm legal. Now, I know I'm legal.
Yeah.
So I said, look, I says, you know. And after about the 15th time, I says, now, every time you come, I moved 10 feet closer to the Met.
And you finally made it.
Every day, as they were writing the ticket, I moved. I get in front of the Met, the handcuffs go on, and I arrest me.
See ya.
The best thing they ever did.
I love it.
Because when the next morning I come out of, you know, I keep you overnight, and you know, all that stuff.
That's crazy.
This is
the next morning, we're right back in front of the Met, and no one bothered me.
Can you imagine, what are you in for? Selling hot dogs?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Come on.
Nah.
I'm trying to make some food for people. Let's go. Can we go on over and check it out?
Sure.
Show us the hot dogs.
Let's move towards the Met.
Perfect. Yes, 10 feet. 10 feet.
Are these dirty water or what?
Well, that's one thing you have to understand. Hot dogs today are all skinless.
Yeah.
But you put a hot dog in the water draws out all the flavor, all the spices.
Right.
So when they say dirty water hot dog, at the end of the day, that water's brown.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat these hot dogs.
I'll drink the water.
So the way you cook the way a hot dog should be cooked, no matter what the brand is on a flat grill.
Okay.
You know, so.
Boom. Or a grill, or not a flat grill. Like
well.
Dan, go for it. Make something nice. What's the most popular selection from you?
Well, with us, to me, it's always a New York style hot dog.
Which is what?
Which is.
Got a hot dog.
What happened to my rolls?
Oh, right there.
Gotta find your buns.
This is in his cart, you know?
Right, we got a hot dog. What else goes in a New York style hot dog?
You get mustard.
Spicy brown mustard?
Spicy brown.
You don't do yellow? Because I see yellow here.
I'm an old-time New Yorker.
I love that, yeah. Good.
Forget
spicy brown.
This is not New York.
Don't do it.
The ketchup!
Oh, my God, ketchup. When we started, people would ask for ketchup, and I wouldn't give it to them.
What?
said no.
And my daughter said, you either give it to them or we go out of business.
Yep, I know. We got to please the people.
I would be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So it's a Connecticut thing. You think
Maybe.
it might be a
Yeah,
Connecticut
I feel
thing?
like everyone I grew
No,
up
everywhere.
with.
What do you got on there, man?
Well, would you want a spicy mustard?
Yep.
Sauerkraut and a little bit of onions. That's New York style.
Grilled onions.
You know,
Okay.
you got all different styles, but to us, this is New York.
That's New
the hot
York.
dog right there.
That's the hot dog.
What else? And chili. Yeah, chili
Classic.
dogs.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like
well
that.
you could have chili dogs, you know,
Relish?
relish.
Nice.
You know, if you're gonna do relish, what you want to do is not put too much on,
Right.
Yeah.
because then you're just overpowering yourself. It's just a mess. You know?
Yeah.
And people, you know, sometimes they stack everything on it. You know?
Condiments on the bun.
It doesn't do it. So that's it. you
Can
know?
we still be friends about I have ketchup on my hot dog?
Here, you can have it. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
I was hiding
Thank
the
you.
ketchup.
Look, you're on the ketchup bottle right
Yeah.
there.
Dan, thank you so much.
Oh, that's great.
Congrats on 20 years and your book, The New York Hot Dog King, right there. You can check it out. New York Hot Dog, go get it on Amazon.com, or more info, you can follow him at New York Hot Dogs on Instagram, NY Hot Dogs on Instagram.
Great.
There he is.